What if I told you that the reason your tomatoes are small, tasteless, and disappointing has nothing to do with the seeds you bought, nothing to do with how much you watered them, and nothing to do with how much sun they get? The real reason is something happening completely underground, something invisible, something that almost every gardener on Earth is accidentally destroying every single time they try to help. Their plants grow. I know because I destroyed it for years. And the day I stopped, my tomatoes changed forever. Stay right here because by the end of this video, you will know exactly what to do.
The leaves turn yellow at the bottom.
Most flavorful tomato harvest of your life, and most of it costs absolutely nothing. Let me guess your tomato story. You buy the seedlings in spring full of hope. You plant them carefully. You water them faithfully. Maybe you even talk to them. And for a while they look okay. But then something starts going wrong. The leaves turn yellow at the bottom. The fruits stay small, pale, almost flavorless. Some crack before they even ripen. Others just stop growing entirely. You buy more fertilizer. You water more. You dig around the roots hoping to find the problem, and nothing works. Here is what nobody tells you when you buy those seedlings from the nursery. Tomatoes are one of the hungriest, most demanding plants you can grow. They do not just need water and sunlight. They need a living, breathing underground ecosystem working around their roots 24 hours a day. A healthy tomato plant grown in truly living soil can produce over 200 fruits in a single season. Most home gardeners get 20 if they are lucky. The difference is not the seed, the weather, or even the gardener. The difference is what is living or dying beneath your soil. And right now, in most gardens, that underground world is in serious trouble. But fixing it is easier than anything you have tried before. First, you need to understand the 3 silent mistakes that are robbing your tomato plants of everything they need. Mistake number 1, shallow watering. You water a little bit every day. It feels responsible. But shallow watering trains roots to stay near the surface where they become weak and vulnerable to heat, drought, and disease. The most productive tomato plants grow roots deep into the earth searching for water, minerals, and microbial life. The fix is simple. Water deeply but less often. 2 or 3 times a week is usually far better than a little every day. Mistake number 2, the wrong fertilizer at the wrong time. Most gardeners use high nitrogen fertilizer all season long. Nitrogen creates lush green growth. But once flowering begins, too much nitrogen tells the plant to focus on leaves instead of fruit. You end up with a beautiful green plant that produces almost nothing. Once flowers appear, tomatoes need more phosphorus and potassium to support fruit production. Mistake number 3, planting too shallow. Tomatoes have a superpower that most gardeners never use. Every tiny hair on the stem can become a root. When you bury most of the stem, hundreds of new roots can develop underground. More roots mean more water, more nutrients, and ultimately more tomatoes. Now, these 3 fixes alone can dramatically improve your harvest. But what I am about to show you next makes all of them work even better. Here is a question. What did you throw away this morning? Coffee grounds? Eggshells? Banana peels? Most people see waste. Successful gardeners see treasure. Coffee grounds help support beneficial microorganisms in the soil. These microorganisms help unlock nutrients that tomato roots can actually use. Think of coffee grounds as food for the underground workforce. Eggshells are rich in calcium. Tomatoes often suffer from blossom end rot, the black sunken patch that can ruin a fruit just as it begins to ripen. Calcium helps reduce that problem. Banana peels are loaded with potassium, one of the most important nutrients for fruit development, sweetness, and flavor. The difference between a bland tomato and a rich, delicious homegrown tomato often comes down to potassium. And the best part? These materials cost nothing. You were already producing them. You were simply throwing them away. But I have saved the most important secret for last, the one thing that ties everything together. The one tool used by some of the most productive gardeners in the world, mulch. I know it sounds simple, but mulch changes everything. Most people think mulch is just decoration. In reality, it protects the entire underground ecosystem. It keeps soil temperatures stable. It reduces moisture loss. And as it slowly breaks down, it feeds the bacteria, fungi, and earthworms living beneath the surface. Research consistently shows that mulched soil retains far more moisture than bare soil. That means less watering, less stress, and healthier plants. A healthy layer of mulch creates an environment where beneficial organisms can thrive and support your tomatoes around the clock. When you mulch your tomato bed, you are not just growing tomatoes. You are building a living system that becomes stronger and more productive every year. The first year is good. The second year is better. The third year, your neighbors start asking what your secret is. So here is the complete system. Plant deep. Feed the soil before planting. Water deeply and less often. Use kitchen scraps wisely. Cover the soil with mulch. And reduce nitrogen once flowering begins. That is it. No expensive products. No complicated techniques. No miracle solutions. Just understanding what your tomato plants actually need and giving it to them. And here is what I want you to remember long after this video ends. Your tomato plants are not asking you to work harder. They are asking you to work smarter. The soil already knows how to grow amazing tomatoes. Your job is simply to protect it, feed it, and give it time. Now I want to hear from you. What is happening in your tomato garden right now? Are your plants struggling? Are your fruits small or tasteless? Have you tried any of these methods before? Let me know in the comments below. And if this video changed the way you think about gardening, even a little, share it with someone who loves growing tomatoes. Because sometimes the biggest gardening breakthrough is not something you add to the garden. It is something you finally understand.